morning, BR. Welcome back to another episode of BRHS News. I'm Alex Hoyos.
And I'm Sophia Kelleher. Violet Dunn-Savage will join us shortly with this week's Athletes of the Week. This week's segment is about the rededication and reopening ceremony of the John Basilone Memorial Field Complex. John Basilone was a gunnery sergeant in the United States Armed Forces. Let's check out more about him and his service to our country.
John Basilone was the only enlisted Marine in World War II to receive the two highest US military medals, the Medal of Honor and the Navy Cross. His name is synonymous with bravery and heroism, and he's a true hero of the US Marine Corps. Basilone was born on November 4th, 1916, to an Italian-American family. He was the sixth of 10 children. He enlisted in the US Army and served in the Philippines as an infantryman from 1934 until 1936. When he left the Army, he returned to the States in 1937, started life as a civilian driving trucks. However, this life was not for him, so he enlisted in the Marine Corps on June 3rd, 1940, with the aim of returning to the Philippines, a place he'd grown to love. On the night of October 24th, 1942, the then Sergeant Basilone was commanding two heavy 30 caliber machine gun sections. A Japanese regiment numbering some 3,000 men attacked their line. The wave of attackers were kept at bay until one of the gun crews was disabled by enemy fire. Basilone, noting that the team had stopped firing, carried roughly 90 pounds of weaponry and ammunition to disabled gun pit, running a distance of 200 yards through enemy fire, with total disregard for his own life to carry on the fight. He continued running back and forth between the gun pits, supplying ammunition to those desperately in need. Basilone carried the extremely hot barrel of his machine gun barehanded and continued putting rounds downrange towards the enemy, and burning his hands and arms in the process. The Japanese regiment was thwarted by the incredible bravery of the machine gun crews, and by the time reinforcements arrived, only Basilone and two other Marines were left standing. He would go on to be awarded the Congressional Medal of Honor for his actions on Guadalcanal. He returned to the US to assist the war bond effort. However, wished to return to action. He received his wish and was redeployed to an active combat unit, which was the 1st Battalion, the 5th Marines. And on February the 19th, 1945, Basilone landed on Iwo Jima during the initial invasion. He was serving as a machine gun section leader on Red Beach. Pinned down by enemy machine gun fire, he led his gunners up the steep black sand, encouraging the inexperienced Marines to get off the beach and towards the enemy. Basilone then started single-handedly attacking a heavily fortified Japanese blockhouse with grenades and demolitions. He single-handedly destroyed the enemy strongpoint. He then fought his way towards an airfield and assisted a Marine tank trapped under enemy fire. He guided the vehicle over deadly terrain to safety, even though he was under intense fire himself. And it was there, at the edge of this airfield, where Gunnery Sergeant John Basilone was killed at the age of 28. For his brave actions during the invasion of Iwo Jima, he would posthumously receive the Purple Heart and the Navy Cross.
Wow, John Basilone certainly is deserving of this honor. The rededication and reopening of Basilone Field will take place today at 5 p.m. Finally, we have our latest rounds of Athletes of the Week. This week's Athletes of the Week are Jaskira Darmi for boys soccer, Reese Riemann for girls soccer, Ava Lopa for field hockey, Anthony Simonelli for boys cross country, Sophia Rosari for girls cross country, Sierra Marcy for gymnastics, Rhea Evans for girls tennis, Ella Sorensen for girls volleyball, and EJ Ramirez and Joshua Ahader for the unified soccer team.
Congratulations to all our athletes of the week. Best of luck to Panther teams competing this weekend and next week.
Thank you for watching, BR. That's all we have for today. Have a great day and weekend.